My name is Mike Patrick, and I'm the CEO of the Bowmanville Foundry. I've owned the company since 1988. Bought the company from a gentleman whose grandfather started the company in 1902. He ran it through his life, and then his son Ernie Rader ran the foundry for the better part of the last century. Handed it off to his son Tom Rader, who was the person that we eventually bought the company from. When Tom was here, the place burned to the ground in 1960. And when I first came to town, everybody was still talking about the foundry fire. I mean, snow melted off roofs blocks from here. But the customers rallied, the employees rallied, they rebuilt it. And that was by 1962 or so. And the buildings we're in now are the buildings that were built in 1962. The Bowmanville Foundry has, for a long time, employed multi-generations. There's 3 or 4 families that have had 3 generations work at the foundry. Yeah. And we've got people out there right now whose great-grandfather worked here. We make 3 main types of iron here: malleable iron, ductile iron, and gray iron. We're the last producer of malleable iron in Canada. We produce for manufacturers all over North America. About 60% of our business is actually exported to the United States. So we make for the agriculture industry, we make for the pump and valve industry, railroads, hardware, something called pole line fittings. So when you drive down the road and you see a telephone or hydro pole and there's all those little fittings at the top with wires attached to them, they probably came from Bowmanville Foundry. So, this past week we've kind of hit a crisis in industry, and that's the Trump tariffs. As we speak during this interview, my marketing people are out there talking to our customers in the U.S. trying to figure out, what next. And we only have 3 or 4 competitors in the U.S. I don't think we're going to get harmed on our malleable iron. Our customers in the U.S. really have no choice. Our competitors in the U.S. are at capacity. They can't take any new customers. So they're just going to have to, frankly, suck up the tariffs. There's not much we can do there. Depending on what the Canadian government does with counter tariffs, we could actually benefit. We have customers in Canada who buy gray and ductile iron from foundries in the U.S. And if we counter tariff them, they may move that business back here, because the ductile and the gray business is much more competitive.